We're running out of time, Anubarak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover! The entire passage collapsed. There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anubarak and the others survived. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. I'll be singed if I get too close to those flames. This is more like it. I'll need this gold for when I reach the glacier. This is more like it. At last. More than the Rubian's blasted mechanisms. I'll have to time it. At last. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like another quake? At last. I'll make sure you suffer. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Finally. You will know endless torment. Frostborn hungers. Finally. At last. I'll make sure you suffer. Face this coward. I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Your pain shall be legendary. Now, your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Faithless coward. At last. Frostborn hungers. Now, Frostborn. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Faithless coward. This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. At last. Finally. For the Lich King. Faithless coward. At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Now, Frostborn. Frostborn hungers. For the Lich King. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. I must find a way across this strange obstacle. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. At last. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. You will know endless torment. Finally. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostborn hungers. Faithless coward. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. Finally. Frostborn hungers. At last. Anubarak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion of night. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone.
What is it?
I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly.
You will know endless torment.
Another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally.
Something's breaking through. Defensive positions!
This is more like it.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Frostmourne hungers.
Speak.
What is it now?
Make your choice.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
I await.
Speak, fool. This is more like it.
I serve only the frozen throne. I'll consume the living and the dead. By Nerub. Kinky. I'll consume the living and the dead. By Nerub.
What is it now? Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
You will know endless torment.
I have heard the summons. I'll
No
consume
one
the
orders
living and the dead.
What is it? Finally. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. For the Lich King.
Faithless coward.
Make your choice. My might cannot be matched.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool.
We're running out of time. We must find the exit.
This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. Ah, at last.
Gold. This might help us later.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Faithless coward.
They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it. Defeating by Nerub.
Tread lightly. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Ah, at last. What is it now? Speak,
I
fool.
serve only the frozen throne.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Ah, at last. No one. Finally. Tread lightly.
Inventory. You will know endless torment.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. For the Lich King. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.